Welcome back to the broadcast. It is now time that we get to that lifestyle segment, and it's Monday. It's all about nutrition, proper nutrition. Today we focus on the need for proper nutrition for you to have a healthy skin. So indeed a conversation that is worth having. In most cases, people will always be interested because, I mean, you want to glow, you want to look good. And as always, we have Emily Waume, who's a nutritionist, and of course joining us to expound some more on the importance of proper nutrition and what it is that you need to eat so you have a healthy skin. It's very important that you're part and parcel of this conversation. Hashtag Morning Cafe at Linda_Lela TV47K. It is time that you ask those questions, and Emily will certainly get to answer them. Well, little much time. I mean, we might not be able to expound some more on this or, extensively on it, but I can almost guarantee you for the next about 25 minutes or so, you will get something that is worth carrying home that will be helpful towards ensuring that your skin is glowing and you're looking good, glowing and healthy for that particular matter. Good morning. Good to have you. We've missed you. I don't know, last Monday we didn't have you, but we're happy that you're here.
I've missed you too. I'm happy to be here this morning.
Yeah.
And speaking about the skin.
Right.
That's what everybody, when they meet you, see first. That is the most exposed part of our bodies.
Yeah.
So really we have to know how to take care of the skin and know how our nutrition really impacts on the health of our skin.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm delighted to be here this morning to discuss this matter.
Right.
And I believe that we are going to have a good time.
Indeed, for sure. And now, speaking of which, how then does nutrition connect to having a good skin?
Yes, so we know that skin is the largest organ that we have. And just before I start mentioning about nutrition, we know that we have two major or two parts of the skin that are very important. The top one that we call the dermis and then the epidermis.
Right.
So those are the two major parts of the skin. And when our skin starts having issues, we are able to see it physically, or we are able to see it outwards.
Yeah.
But sometimes the problems may be beginning actually underneath. They may be beginning underneath.
Right.
So basically when we speak about nutrition and a healthy skin, of course, nutrition plays a very big role. Because if you look at even most of the cosmetic industry.
Right.
If you look at moisturizers that we are having, if you look at the container, you'll find most of them have vitamin C.
Yes.
They have vitamin E.
Right.
So you'll find the ingredients that are making those moisturizers that we use on our skins are made from things like avocado.
Right.
They are made from oranges. They are made from extract from actually real food.
Okay.
So now that tells you, if you consume the food, then you'll get also the benefits. On top of getting a healthy skin, you will also get overall health.
All right.
So I think that's very important for us to understand this morning. So some of the components of a healthy diet is having a balanced diet, varied and balanced diet. Now, most of these vitamins and minerals that we are talking about, that basically we call them antioxidants in a blanket, they come mostly from fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
So if we are having adequate amount of fruits and vegetables, and according to World Health Organization, we say that we should have a minimum of 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day.
A day?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you're not having that, it means you may not be having adequate.
Okay.
And a serving of a fruit, an example, is like if I'm having 1 apple, then that's an example of a serving of a fruit.
Okay.
If I'm having 1 medium-sized orange, that is another example of 1 serving of a fruit.
Okay.
So that means that we are supposed to have our fruits throughout the day, from the first meal we have in the morning up to the last meal we are having.
Okay.
And maybe in between the snacking time, like our 10 o'clock or 4 o'clock snack, we can include fruits that way in our diet. Vegetables, the same, because they will also give us the same antioxidants that we are talking about. The vitamin C, the vitamin E, the minerals, zinc, selenium, all these vitamins and minerals, at the end of the day, when we consume them, they actually become very important to the health of our skin.
Okay. All right. Speaking of which, we had a question. As always, there's a Slatey that supports us, or is always there to ensure that our Mondays are incredible. And on this particular nutrition bit, Slatey is our sponsor. And we had a question this morning: does drinking water on a regular basis really improve your skin's appearance? And of course, the person with many likes and retweets stands a chance to win this. At least I am sure we have a winner, but by the end of the show, we'll be having a winner. And of course, we'll get to announce them, and they will get a gift hamper from Slatey. That then gets me to this particular question. What then is the role of water towards ensuring that your skin looks good? I would want to assume that water is part and parcel of nutrition.
Of course.
All right.
I was coming to that.
Yes.
So hydration. Anytime you're dehydrated, it shows on your skin.
Yeah.
It shows on your skin. You see, even before you apply your moisturizer or whatever you apply on your skin, when you just take a shower,
right,
your skin should not have a dry appearance, dry, scaly. It should. The skin should be able to moisturize, or should be able to be looking moisturized and supple, even when you have not topically applied anything. And how that happens is if you hydrate properly. If you take enough water, and we usually say you take at least 2 liters of water every day.
Yeah.
So when you're having that as an adult, then it means that you're having adequate amount of water. And it will show on your skin.
Right.
You see the skin, a healthy skin must be well moisturized.
Yes.
If your skin is dry, Linda, it will show, and it will not be looking good.
Right.
You see? So it's very important that we know that water is an essential part.
Yeah.
Or it is essential for a healthy skin.
Right.
So I would advise, if you're in an office, keep water next to you. Just pick a bottle from home, come with it, put water, keep sipping throughout the day.
Right.
Remember, you said you don't gulp on water, because if you just take 2 liters at a go, you take it, all of it, to the toilet very quickly. So when you keep sipping, you give the cells enough time to absorb your water. And sometimes people ask, what about juice? What about soup? What about soda?
Right.
The other thing that I need to mention is that actually high sugarly foods, high fatty foods, especially the fats that we call saturated fats, are detrimental to a healthy skin. Sometimes you see people having eruptions on their skin. Sometimes it's just excessive consumption of fat that leads to that, excessive consumption of fat. Then also sugar. When you take excessive sugar, there's overproduction of insulin in your body. Now, insulin, when insulin is overproduced, then that leads to cell damage of your skin. So it's detrimental to the health of your skin. And that's the reason why we discourage high sugarly foods in your diet. So if you're having foods with added sugar, then you need maybe to cut back on that, because it will be detrimental to the health of your skin. It will lead to drying and the damage of your skin. When we talk about vitamin C is a big one when we come to the health of the skin. So vitamin C, basically, we have very many local foods that offers with vitamin C. Orange is a very good source. Lemons, like I hear when COVID-19 struck, we didn't have lemons on the shelves.
They're very expensive today.
Yeah, very expensive. Because somebody said that vitamin C is one of the building blocks of our immune system, which is actually true. And when your immunity is also compromised, it shows on your skin. So for us to build a healthy immune system, for us to build a healthy skin, vitamin C is one of the antioxidants. And like I said, when you look at most of the moisturizers, you'll find vitamin C is one of the ingredients in that.
Sometimes we want it easy, and you say probably, well, you're not able to eat a lemon directly, and you choose to go the topical application direction, where you'll just apply it on your skin. And in most cases, people argue that it works, and I'm being told that when you take lemon, you squeeze the juice and you apply it on your skin, it would do wonders and all that. And in most cases, you find people wanting to take that direction. I mean, have avocado, smash it or crush it, and apply it on your hair, apply it on your skin. Does it really give the same effect?
I don't think I don't think I would say no or yes to that. But how I look at it is that when I consume something, it will not just impact on my skin only. It will impact on my overall health. When I consume avocado, it will impact on my overall health, not just the skin only. Some of these foods also are highly acidic. Like lemon is highly acidic.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you directly apply it on your skin, if you have a sensitive skin, for sure, your skin will erupt. So instead of applying topical application of like lemon juice on your skin, for me, I would rather I squeeze it, I put it in water and consume, because it will still be synthesized in my body, and I will still get the benefit of vitamin C.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I will still benefit from the vitamin C that I take in my water, as opposed to applying it on my skin and to irritate my skin, and I may have eruptions.
So
for me, I would be for taking in, consuming the food that is rich in vitamin C, other than applying it on my skin
directly.
Something like avocado, we group it in what we call monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fatty acids, or the ones that we call healthy fats, to use a simple term, the good fat. It's a good fruit to include into your diet. Remember, we have talked about moisturization. One of the aspects of a healthy skin is a skin that is properly moisturized.
Yes.
A skin that is supple, a skin that is not dry.
Right.
So some of these foods, like avocado, is rich in healthy fats, what we call essential fatty acids. It has vitamin E. Vitamin E is another component of a healthy skin. Most of the moisturizers will also have vitamin E. So those antioxidants like vitamin E will also prevent what we've called oxidative damage of the skin cell. So it's very important for us to know that, so that then we are consuming this food on a daily basis. And you've said we need to have at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day.
All right.
Yeah.
Preparation of these foods is sometimes very important. Sometimes you're being told that if you overcook your vegetables, you lose the nutrients and everything. Sometimes you really want them extremely soft. So what are the dangers of not preparing them well, or maybe in a way, would they alter the impact that these nutrients would have ultimately on ensuring that your skin looks good or not?
Now, when it comes to vegetables, we know that they are loaded with what we call the water-soluble vitamins, most of them. The water-soluble vitamins are quite volatile, and I know some communities in the country usually boil their vegetables for quite a long period of time to make them soft. And unfortunately, the water they boil vegetables with, they throw it away, because sometimes they say the vegetables are a little bit sour or bitter. So now what happens is that as you throw that water, all the nutrients leach into the water, and you throw away then some of these nutrients. So it's not advisable to boil your vegetables for so long and throw away the water. Actually, we cook our vegetables without water. They are water-soluble vitamins, and also as you're cooking them, you're supposed to cover them to avoid the nutrients going away with the vapor. So what happens is that as you cook your vegetables, you cover them. Then don't cook them for a very long period of time. If you are frying the vegetables, 7 to 10 minutes are enough for your vegetables to be ready, and remove it from fire and actually consume it when it's still hot. Because also preheating or heating later will also lead to overcooking the vegetables. So you prepare what is enough, you consume when it is hot, and then you get the benefits, full benefits of that particular vegetable.
You have mentioned what would be, appropriate nutrients and some of the examples. But then I would want to ask, are there times when there's something that you can take that is extreme, that is probably going to be detrimental to your skin? Because there are times I've been told, you take lots of eggs, then you start developing pimples, or you start developing some blisters and all that. I mean, that ultimately means your skin does not look healthy.
Unless you have allergic reactions. Some people have allergic reactions to particular foods. And what I would say is that if you know that you have allergic reaction to particular foods, like I know there are people who take some proteins like eggs, they have condition that we call eczema. So the skin is inflamed, becomes reddish, inflamed, it has some rashes. So if you know you are allergic to a particular food, you can withdraw the food for some time and reintroduce it later and observe. So those are just allergic reactions. Because I think if you are consuming like an egg per day, I don't think that would impact negatively on your skin unless you have an allergic reaction. And I've just mentioned vitamin E, I've mentioned vitamin C. It's also important to note that even the quality of the carbohydrate you're consuming will also impact on your skin health.
Okay.
We have talked previously about refined and complex carbohydrates or unrefined carbohydrates.
Okay.
Now, the whole grains also contain what we call the essential fatty acids.
Okay.
And therefore, they are the best sources of essential fatty acids plus the natural fats we've talked about from avocado and the nuts like almonds and cashew nuts and peanuts. That will help in giving you a healthy skin. So when you're choosing carbohydrates still, I would advise that you still choose those that are not processed in their natural form. Then you will be assured of getting a healthy skin. Then when it comes to physical activity,
yes,
physical activity also is very, very important for a healthy skin, because through physical activity, we say that we increase our metabolism, and that way we also lose excessive fat. So you will not have your skin sagging, you know, and all that. You'll have your skin toned and firm, and therefore it will look healthy. And then also, overconsumption of alcohol and smoking are the two aspects of dryness of skin and early appearance of wrinkles. You know, wrinkles are those fine lines that you find on skin. So you find someone who is 40, someone who is 40 is quite young, but they are having fine lines. Sometimes it's because of smoking. Smoking leads to dryness of the skin. And once your skin is dry, then it's likely to wrinkle faster than somebody whose skin is well moisturized. So smoking and excessive consumption of alcohol are also aspects of an unhealthy skin. So that's the reason why we are always told to limit our alcohol intake, because even it will show on our skin. A lot of dryness, a lot of fine lines coming onto our skin. Of course, stress also is an aspect. You know, when you're stressed, most of the time you're folding your face, you're sad and all that. That will also affect your appearance, and it will also affect your skin and how you look, your overall appearance. So it is very important for us to try and see how, because challenges are there. Currently this year we've had very, very many challenges, people losing their jobs and all that. And therefore you'll find people under stress, different stress conditions, and this will show on their skin. This will show on your skin. Sometimes you'll find your skin erupting. Sometimes also ladies, I know there are questions they ask, some of the birth controls that we're using also impact on our skin. So you are taking something, especially the hormonal contraceptives, impact on our skin. So you find you've been introduced a hormonal contraceptive, all of a sudden your skin has started erupting. I would advise you go back to your gyna, probably you have it changed, because an unhealthy skin is one of the factors that affect most people's confidence, and therefore I think it's something that we need to speak about, so that then you feel good about yourself, you feel confident when you go out there, you know, you feel beautiful, you feel good. So it's very important that we speak about the skin and how to keep it healthy. So apart even from taking the food, also how you take care of your skin. Sometimes we are not very kind to our skin. We are using very harsh cosmetics on our skin. Very harsh cosmetics. There are those people who are using some bleaching agents on the skin. Some of them are very harsh. They damage the cell. And therefore, of course, when they damage the cell, they make the skin very thin. And that now exposes the skin to microorganisms. Bacteria lands on your skin. It is not able to fight it off. Then you start getting eruption. So whatever you're using, like especially as ladies, because I'm sure most men are not using cosmetics on their skin, we need to be careful that you're not using something that is so harsh to your skin. It damages your skin cell, and then now your skin is left exposed, because naturally the way our skin is, it is well protected by the upper layer. Even the microorganism will not easily get in. But when you expose your skin with very harsh chemicals, then it becomes detrimental.
Are there scenarios where you can reverse this, because you realize that, yes, you say you can maybe get your skin to that level where it is extremely thin? Can you reverse the same based on what it is that you eat? In most cases, you've been told, you know, focus on the fruits, focus on the veggies, but you find it very hard to do that. Sometimes people argue it's expensive. Sometimes people, like, you know, argue is that, you know, we have been positioned in a way where we know that the ugali should be bigger than the veggies and all that and everything. So is there a point whereby you can decide, now I'll start eating healthy, I'll eat the right nutrients and reverse the whole thing or the whole damage that is on your skin?
Yes, I've actually seen a lady who had suffered from acne for a long period of time. Acne is whereby your skin is erupting, it's having pimples that are, they produce some substance, sometimes whitish, sometimes it's watery kind of substance, and it's painful,
right?
And they keep erupting one after another, one after another, one after another. So she changed her lifestyle, and her skin improved considerably. And if you look at even most of the creams, if you visit a dermatologist with a skin condition, and you look at the creams that they give, the basis for those creams are actually what we call vitamin A, beta carotene. That is a nutrient that is widely used in creams that are used for treating acne. So what does that tell us? It tells us that if we are having vitamin A is also one of the building blocks of the immune system. If you're having vitamin A in your diet throughout, then you may be able to counteract some of these problems. And you'll see our skin is exposed, especially our face is one of the places where a neck is where that is really exposed, because we don't wear, and apart from that, this time when we are wearing the mask, all the other times you don't wear anything on your face, apart from maybe our Muslim sisters who wear the hijab. But most of us, when we are out in the sun, our skin, especially on the face, is exposed even to UV rays, and the UV rays damage our skin. So what I can say is that if you are having a healthy diet, that we are saying a balanced diet of fruits, vegetables, you're hydrating well, you're having your fats, and you're choosing your fats from the healthy fats that we've talked about, the monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fatty acids. Those are the olive oils, the sunflower oils, and you're using, you're taking avocado, you're taking nuts, you're taking seeds, you're taking your vegetables, you're doing some level of physical activity, you're limiting stress, or you're able to deal with stress, then you'll find yourself being able to actually have a healthy skin without a problem. If you find yourself having acne, I would advise someone to visit a dermatologist, so that then you're not doing trial and error over the counter. So you are visiting a chemist, buying something over the counter, and probably the condition you are having, it's a specific because there are different conditions of the skin. So the only person who may be able to help you is a doctor, who is a dermatologist, to diagnose what is this particular problem you're having, and probably for a start they may prescribe a cream that you can use. But as a nutritionist, if I'm seeing you, for me, we work with you in the area of diet, physical activity, and hydration. And like for this lady, she actually did that. She had excessive weight, which she lost, and also she adopted a healthy lifestyle in terms of diet, limiting alcohol consumption, and she was also a smoker, and she stopped. So some of these things are actually true, and they will help you to improve your skin and overall appearance. All right. Anything that can reverse what it is that you've done in terms of well, ensuring that you keep it well with your nutrients and, you know, having the right foods and all that, that would also get you to that point where you're having a negative effect on your skin. And in this case, then that would mean, of course, what you're taking versus what it is that you're doing versus what it is that you're applying. I mean, for instance, is it okay to have constant facials and all that? Because in most cases you're focused on eating well and you expect results, but you also alter that based on what it is that you're doing. Okay, now taking care of our skin, we have talked about cleaning. Cleaning your skin. That is also a good aspect. Cleaning your skin properly, because of course your skin at the end of the day will be dirty. You're having dust particles landing on your skin and all that. So I think having a skin routine, even without going for facials, for me, I think having a skin routine whereby you're having something to wash your skin, may it be a face wash that are available in the market, or whatever soap you're using. But you have to be careful. Some of the soaps are also quite harsh, especially the soaps that are perfumed and all that. So you look for a mild soap to clean your skin well. And because we are saying that our skin, especially the face, is exposed, you have to be gentle to it. Be gentle so that then you're not over scrubbing it and then again exposing it. I think that's what I can say. So cleaning is also a very important aspect of the skin, but also over cleaning will also damage the top layer that we've talked about. Something else that I also needed to mention is the crash diets that we go for to lose weight. The crash diets we go for to lose weight are also detrimental to your skin. First of all, because they are deficient of vitamins and minerals, most of the crash diets. And then also, when we keep losing weight drastically, gaining it back, losing it again drastically, gaining it back. That's why you find people with sagging skin that doesn't look firm, that doesn't look nice and beautiful. So my advice has always been, if you have excessive weight that you want to lose, lose that weight gradually through a healthy diet that will help you eventually to adapt a habit that you know you'll not struggle. And we said once you get a habit, you don't struggle. Because now from there henceforth, if I'm used to a particular way of lifestyle, it is very difficult for me to struggle with it. So if I'm used to taking my vegetables at every meal, when I don't take them, I feel it. If I'm used to taking my fruits at different times, I will always remember to do it. So I think it's very important to also understand that the reason why our skin sag is because we lose weight drastically very fast, and then again we gain it. So our skin has no time for elasticity. And you know, elasticity is a very also important component when it comes to health of the skin. And that's where vitamin A comes in. When your skin is not elastic, then that is where now dryness comes in, tightness comes in, and it starts breaking. So it's very important for us to understand that. So let us lose weight also in the healthy way of taking a healthy diet that constitutes of all nutrients in a balanced form and in a good portioning form, so that then you lose weight, and of course include physical activity. Physical activity helps in also opening your pores, the pores of your skin. As you continue with your exercise, as you sweat, you're having your skin getting well hydrated, and also you're having your pores open, and then that will also help in having a healthy skin.
Thank you so much, Emily. That was great having you. And I mean, that was great. We have picked up lessons that will be very, very important. And you know, these are things that you can do at home. As simple as that. That's what we always say. You know, it's not rocket science. When you pick some of these lessons, sometimes you might be knowing them, but you tend to forget. So you constantly need to be reminded. Emily Wahome, nutritionist, it was great having you this morning. And you back at home, thank you also so much for keeping us company and for the feedback. Remember, we still have a gift hamper for the winner of the day. And my producer will be calling you later on to give you updates if you are that particular winner. The question was, does drinking water on a regular basis really improve your skin's appearance? And of course, the person who is to win will get many likes and retweets. And of course, they stand a chance of getting that gift hamper from Slatey Detox. So make sure that you keep the likes coming and the retweets coming, and we'll reach out to you after this. Thank you so much for also being part and parcel of this particular program right from 6 a.m. up until now. I look forward to see you again tomorrow. My name is Linda Alala. Do have yourself a lovely day ahead.